In Kenya today, one fact stands out. Chinese contractors build nearly 9 out of every 10 major roads. Spanish firms, on the other hand, build nearly about 1 in 100. This isn't just a small difference, it's a huge shift in who shapes Kenya's infrastructure. So, how did China get here? Why did European companies like Spain lose ground? And what does this mean for Kenya's future? Let's break it down. To understand the story, we need to look back. During colonial times, the British laid the first main roads in Kenya. After independence, local contractors and a few European firms, especially Italian and Spanish, continued building. But most of their projects were small, a road upgrade here, a bridge repair there. Financing also came mostly from World Bank or other donors, and these projects were slow. A highway could take years, sometimes even a decade, before being finished. The famous Thika Superhighway, for example, was delayed for years before work even started. Things began to change in the early 2000s. Chinese contractors, backed by their government, entered Kenya. Companies like China Road and Bridge Corporation (CRBC) and Sino Hydro didn't just bring workers. They brought financing from Chinese banks through the Belt and Road Initiative. The pitch was simple. We provide the money, we build the road quickly, you pay us back over time. No long delays, no endless conditions. For Kenya, this was attractive. Meanwhile, European firms, including those from Spain, kept bidding. But their offers were slow, more expensive, and tied to strict donor rules. Spanish contractors ended up with smaller city jobs like resurfacing roads in Nairobi or improving small junctions. Useful but not headline projects. Chinese firms, on the other hand, were delivering big highways and interchanges that changed how people moved across the country. Over time, Spain's share dropped to just 1% of trunk roads. Let's look at a few projects that show how China and Spain played different roles. The Nairobi Expressway, built by CRBC, a Chinese contractor. This elevated road now cuts across the city. It saves drivers hours of traffic every day. The Standard Gauge Railway (SGR), another Chinese mega project, a brand new railway from Mombasa to Nairobi, completed in just 4 years. Gong Road and Naivasha Road flyover. Here is where Spain comes in. Spanish contractors built this interchange in record time, reducing traffic jams that used to paralyze the area. Timor flyover on Langata Road, also completed by a Spanish firm. This project cleared one of Nairobi's worst traffic points almost overnight. When you compare them, the difference is clear. Chinese firms handled massive transformative projects that changed national infrastructure. Spanish firms contributed, but mostly with smaller localized upgrades. So, why do Chinese firms dominate? There are 5 main reasons. Number 1, speed. They deliver in months or a few years, not decades. Number 2, financing. Their banks fund projects with fewer conditions. Number 3, political ties. Kenya and China have built strong relations in the last 20 years. Number 4, equipment and workers. They arrive with everything needed to get moving fast. Number 5, big vision. They think in terms of expressways, mega bridges, and ports, not just small junctions. This isn't just a Kenyan story. Across Africa, China is everywhere. In Ethiopia, Chinese firms built the Addis Djibouti Railway. In Tanzania, they worked on the Bagamoyo port plans. In Mozambique, they have led railway and road expansions. European firms are still active, but mostly in water, power, and small urban works. When it comes to big roads and rails, China is far ahead. Of course, this raises concerns. Number 1, debt. Kenya now owes China billions. Can the country manage the repayments? Number 2, quality. Some roads built quickly may wear out faster. Number 3, transparency. Contracts are often secret, raising questions about fairness. Number 4, jobs. Critics say Chinese firms sometimes bring too many workers from China instead of hiring locally.
It's unfair labor practices, such as those ones I'm hearing from SGR workers. A worker is protected in this country by law. Even if he or she is not a member of a trade union, we have elaborate industrial relations machinery in this country, including the well-established labor relations codes. And nobody can just come up with his own laws to intimidate and apply indirect slavery such as the one being practiced by Chinese. And let me tell you, I do coordinate at the international level, I coordinate African.
On the other hand, supporters argue that without China, Kenya will still be waiting decades for these roads.
Which will be put here as foreign direct investment. There's nothing better than that. And so we wanted to show that PPP can work in Kenya and in Africa.
Our relationship with China is not beneficial. For those who say that, I request them come. Let them see a project like this. Let them see the project that we have done in Lamu.
So, what's next? Kenya now has world-class highways, flyovers, and railways. But the challenge is balancing progress with sustainability. Chinese firms will likely keep dominating unless European companies change how they work. Faster delivery, cheaper financing, and closer ties with local governments. The question is, can Kenya use this partnership wisely, gaining infrastructure while avoiding debt traps? Right now, Chinese contractors build almost 90% of Kenya's trunk roads. Spanish firms build just 1%. It's a clear sign of where power lies in global construction today. But what do you think? Is Kenya winning by getting fast roads or losing by depending too much on China? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories in Africa and the world. See you in the next one.